Hello everyone, my name is Carla and I am a gallery guide at the Yale University Art Gallery. I am entering my sophomore year at Yale and I am a prospective history of art major. I would like to talk about Ruth Asawa's Untitled sculpture 1975, which is featured in the exhibition James Prosek, Art, Artifact, Artifice. Ruth Asawa was born in 1926 in California to Japanese immigrants, and she died in 2013 in San Francisco. She is today known as one of the most renowned 20th century sculptors in the United States. The sculpture hangs from the ceiling by a transparent thread, floating in the exhibition room just like it used to be installed in her studio and home. The round sculpture, made up of 5 spheres, is woven together by a single string of metal. From a single line of looped wire, she elaborates on an artwork of forms within forms to create a single nested shape. However, the woven wire makes up only a small part of the object as a whole, generating an airy sculpture. The weightlessness of the object is created by the negative spaces that compose the piece. The sculpture illustrates how oppositional elements can serve to create a harmonious piece of art. Now looking back to the sculpture, one can notice a recurring pattern. The string is repeatedly woven in a lowercase e with a looping shape. However, the making of the piece was extremely painful. During the process, Asawa had to wear bandages on her hand, but still suffered constant cuts. In my opinion, the object as a whole resembles a bird's nest hanging from a tree. The tight woven metal string also looks like the technique used by birds to construct the shelter for their not yet born chicks. Due to their shape, the spheres inside the nest-like sculpture also remind me of eggs. The technique Asawa used was learned when in 1947 traveling to Mexico to discover the art of basket weaving and crocheting. However, the inspiration for this piece remains partially unclear. As Asawa said in many of her interviews, her works are closely linked to her life. According to an article in the New York Times, the wire sculptures have been inspired by, as the reporter Douglas Martin wrote, one memory of sunlight pouring through a dragonfly's translucent wing, or from riding on the back of a horse-drawn farm equipment on the fruit and vegetable farms where her Japanese-American parents worked in California. The positioning of Asawa's sculpture in the James Prosek exhibition emphasizes the relationship of the piece with nature. However, even though the sculpture does look like the nest baskets and fish traps that surround it in the exhibition, it is the only object that does not have a designated purpose except for being a piece of art.